Radio Cairo. Live on the road. Live on the road, prepared and presented by Mona Hosni, directed by Mohammed Khaled. Hello dear listeners over there, and welcome to Radio Cairo on FM 95.4.
وأول بعدين بالصلاة على محمد
واتربوا اليوم
معي صلوا على المحبوب أحمد
واتربوا اليوم
ثانيهم أميرين المؤمنين
واتربوا اليوم.
Today we are concerned with women's economic empowerment towards sustainable development goal. So, we have an exclusive interview with Afnan Rashed Zayani, board member and head of the Bahrain Business Women's Committee.
And for that purpose, men left home for 4 consecutive months, and women had to do everything. In Bahrain, we now no longer speak of the empowerment of women, but of their advancement. Women empowerment is not a gender issue. It's a socio-economic necessity. We did it without having to clash with men.
Zayani represents the Kingdom of Bahrain in the International Federation of Business and Professional Women Conference.
I'm here to represent Her Royal Highness Princess Sabika bint Ibrahim Al Khalifa, the wife of His Majesty the King Hamad of the Kingdom of Bahrain, and the President of the Supreme Council for Women. We are here because the Supreme Council played a very prominent role in empowering women. As a matter of fact, that was the main mandate of the Supreme Council when it was established in 2001 by a decree from His Majesty King Hamad Al Khalifa, and it was headed by Her Royal Highness Princess Sabika, the wife of the King, and that was in itself a testimony of the conviction of the leadership in Bahrain, of the role of women and their commitment to empower women in Bahrain on all aspects, not only in economic arena, but all aspects, be it social, economic, political. So women will practice their rights and contribute to the economy and to the development of the country and the sustainable development of the country, being an integral part of the people of Bahrain and being a full-fledged partner in the development of the country.
The Kingdom of Bahrain firmly believes in the necessity of women's involvement in development. Its strong commitment to this principle is the foundation upon which it has built its policy with regards to women.
Now, in the last address of His Majesty the King to the National Assembly, the King proudly announced that we in Bahrain, now women in Bahrain, have passed the traditional empowerment goals. We have, because the numbers talk for that, the statistics of women in the private sector, public sector, and decision-making positions. So all of that, came as a result of long and many years and lots of efforts till we reach that. But it doesn't come as a coincidence, because education in Bahrain started, the formal education started for boys in 1919 and for girls in 1928. Both for females and males, it started about 2 years earlier as a civil initiative by the people of Bahrain.
Yeah.
So you can see that because of education coming in so much earlier in comparison to the rest of the area around us, women started, being, the whole nation actually became enlightened.
أصحاب الدين صلي وسلم عليك يا رسول الله. يا هي يا هي يا الله يا كريم رحمن يا رحيم مسافرين بأمان الله. يا الله 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 شلتك هولو على الله.
Bahraini women have faced many challenges in the first 4 decades of the last century, the most severe of which is the diving period of 4 months each year, where most men are absent from their homes. The Bahraini woman remains alone, only concerned with managing the household affairs and raising the children, which is a difficult and very important task.
It's not new to Bahrain that we see that the women are taking part, because Bahrain relied before on the backbone was the pearl diving industry. And women with time gained experience, they gained also positions, they went up to higher positions and decision-making positions, whether in the government or the private sector. And that's why today we are at this level. Today Bahraini women are working cross-section. I always say this, we even have taxi drivers, workers, and we have also ministers, ambassadors. We've got also in the Supreme Court, we have judges in the Supreme and the Constitutional. We don't have a Supreme, we have a Constitutional Court, so which is equal to the Supreme Court. And then we also have pilots, lady pilots, and you can name it. You can think of any CEOs in big companies, banks, heads of banks. So this is how a woman, got all reached to this level because of education, because of the commitment of the leadership, because of the enlightenment of the people of Bahrain, sending their daughters to study abroad, sending their sons to study abroad, and that's why we have the perfect environment for women. And then in 2001, the Supreme Council was established by a decree by His Majesty the King, and we started having a certain body in the country that is responsible for the empowerment in a formal way. And it worked hand in hand with the civil society, with the private sector, with the other ministries in the country, and even they worked together, they signed protocols where they have aligned the national strategy for women empowerment with the government budgets and embedded it with it. So, and they started, then Her Royal Highness Princess Sabika launched a number of awards, and the first one was the award for women empowerment in Bahrain, and it was for private and public sector, which drew attention of all decision makers in those two sectors to the importance of keeping statistics that are gender sensitive and that will record their whatever initiatives they have for women, so they become eligible for the award. So this has encouraged many companies and changed the focus. It changed, the mindset was changed.
As stated by Afnan Rashed Al-Zayani, board member and head of the Bahraini Business Women's Committee, the Kingdom of Bahrain received an international recognition and award from UNIDO for Bahrain's development efforts and the success of the Bahraini model of entrepreneurship and women's economic empowerment. Moreover, the United Nations has adopted Bahrain's pioneering experience in labor market reform as one of the best international practices.
So now I will look at in the House of Representatives, we have 8% the women, and this is by election. And in the Consultative Council, who are assigned by the King, 23%. And in the Municipal Council, 20%, and those are also elected. For the ministers and similar ranks, we have 4, not 4%, 4. And then we have got for the, with regards to the percentage of female judges out of total number of judges, 9%, which is quite good.
Yes, quite
and
good.
then we have got for the board of directors of private companies, 14.14. And we won last year the award for the highest acceleration in the MENA region. Because from 2012 to 2014, it jumped 2 points. And I can give you also a very important figure here, which is the percentage of women in the Chamber of Commerce, which is also an elected body. Now we have 28% of the board.
Wow.
They are elected. So out of 18 members, we have 5 ladies. And when you know that the General Assembly is mostly men, that is a testimony on its own that men trust women.
Yes.
So this is really, and we have the first businesswoman society in the GCC and the first civil society also in the GCC back in the early 50s, and the businesswoman society 2001. And really the numbers continue, but I just wanted to give you how, you know, how in short or numbers talk for what achievements we have.
Now we come to the end of today's edition, highlighting the efforts of the Kingdom of Bahrain in empowering women and the positive impact. So, from Muhammad Mustafa at the controls and Mona Hosni, have a lovely day. Life on the road, Mona Hosni, Muhammad Khalid.